Yo guys, Phase Shifter here and welcome to another video. If you're like me, I'm sure as soon as you heard about the latest bucket patch in Lords of the Fallen, which contained new exciting spells, you couldn't wait to check them out. I certainly couldn't. In today's video, I'm going to be showcasing each spell and giving some guidance on which mobs you can acquire these from and which farm spots are the most efficient, in my opinion, to acquire these. So, without any further ado, let's get into it. Before you start your farming, I recommend that you ensure you have ample lucky paws, charm paws, vestige moths, and 1 or 2 rabbit rings. This will increase your magic find, and the moths will allow you to quickly reset back at a seedling, thus upping your farm efficiency. There are some suggestions that killing enemies with Umbral Lantern finishers may be more effective than regular kills. I did not test this and just proceeded with normal kills. First spell is the Vortex of Torment. This summons a Radiant Cyclone which inflicts physical damage and bleed build-up in a nice looking AoE cone that travels slowly away from you and ticks quite often once in contact with enemy hitboxes. This is a Radiant spell. This spell can be acquired from farming Scourge Sisters. The way I approached this was use the seedling that you come across in the Abbey that is situated by the Bell of Residence mob down the flight of stairs. Here you can farm both the Vortex of Torment and the spell called the Tolling, which is dropped by the Bell of Residence mob down the stairs. Run past the spiky headed mob, down the stairs to kill the Scourge Sister, then go back towards the seedling that you came from, kill the Bell of Residence that is situated down the flight of stairs in front of it. Then reset at the seedling and rinse and repeat this process. The second spell is called the Tolling. It unleashes a wave of radiant magic which inflicts holy damage and is capable of knocking down enemies. This is a really cool looking spell and definitely one of those that lets people run into the fray and send enemies flying. You can acquire it as outlined previously in the Vortex of Torment farm. The next 3 spells I'm going to show you have a really nice farm route that allows you to cover an opportunity to drop all 3 in one go, which I will go over once I've explained the spells. The third spell is Scorching Salvo. This unleashes a volley of infernal darts which inflict physical damage and burn build-up. Not only does this look absolutely sick, but it appears to do very tasty damage. These are dropped by the Proselyte enemies, and these are the ones that look like skeletons and delete you with this spell often. It kind of resembles an Inferno Tommy gun. You can farm these well in the castle area or in Calrath as shown in the footage. The fourth spell is Rising Fire. This summons several orbs of fire which explode following a short delay, inflicting fire damage and ignite build-up. I found this spell is the most underwhelming so far out of all the 6, but this is with minimal testing of course. This is dropped by the Infernal Enchantress, the annoying firecasters that wreck you if left unchecked. The fifth spell is Pallid Bile. This unleashes a torrent of umbral magic, inflicting wither damage and poison buildup. Having these 2 status effects working in tandem opens up some very interesting build ideas, and I think this is going to be very useful moving forwards. These are dropped by Wombs of Despair, also known as the Moths. The run to farm these 3 in one area requires us to teleport to the Alehouse vestige. If you follow the route that I'm taking in the video once you're in Umbral, you'll have the opportunity to kill an Infernal Chantress, a Proselyte, and a Moth all in one run. Once you've killed the Moth, take the ladder and head through the Umbral wall at the top of it and plant a seed. Rest here, then do the run in reverse, up until the Infernal Enchantress. You can then use a Vestige Moth and repeat this process as many times as you like, very quickly. The final spell is Septic Heave. This hurls several putrid orbs which inflict physical damage and poison buildup. Another really interesting one, particularly for wither builds. These are dropped by the Suja Striders in the Fen. They look like the Plague Doctors with the long-nosed mask. There is a good farm spot by the Fen vestige that also has a moth at the end of it, and if you're looking to farm these 2 together, then this is a great location. These were the methods that I used to farm these spells, and it probably took me around a couple of hours to get them all. I'm sure there are other ways that are perhaps maybe more efficient, but these were the ones that I use and the ones that I found most beneficial, so please do sound off in the comments below with any tips. So, there you have it folks. All 6 spells and where you can get them in Season of the Bucket in Lords of the Fallen. I hope this helps you, and make sure you keep your eyes peeled for some upcoming new build guides in the coming days. Like, comment, subscribe, and share this video. It really does make all the difference. With that being said, take care of yourselves, enjoy the farming, and I'll see you in the next one, guys.